Welcome to Trill Will Talks Politics Live, right here on YouTube. Give me a hand, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. What's happening, everybody? Hope y'all having a fantabulous week. Y'all like this. Let me turn this on down. Let me turn this on down and put my old walking music on. Who all we got in the building so far? Christina, how you doing, Queen? My brother, my dog. I see my dog Freedom's March in the building. What's up with it, Brody, bro? Jan, what's up, Queen? How you doing? AB, what's happening with it? How y'all doing, man? Hey, y'all want to know something wild? Y'all want to know why I got the camera off? I kind of like did a thing. So y'all got to get used to me doing random stuff to myself, and I'd make no apologies for me doing what I do to myself. Well, guess I'll show y'all the surprise. I cut all my hair off, dude. I am bald. Cool. I am freaking bald. I got a chrome dome now. That is crazy work. I wanted to do something different. I wanted to do something really different. I cut my shit off. I was tired of it. My hair was thinning anyway. I was tired of it. So I cut my hair to try something different. I wanted to see, I ain't had my hair cut this low or bald since the Marine Corps. But I wanted to join in. Detroit, what's up, bro? Boxing fan times 4. What's happening, family? I cut all my shit off. This is gone. This man said, Terry Crews, is that you? Good joke, though. Brother Freedom Smart said, welcome to the club. Yeah, I want to do something different. I want to try something different. I really did. I want to try something different. And I've been wanting to try it for a while now. So finally, I got the courage and did it. So fuck it. I am bald now. So cool. Steve, what's up with it, family? How you doing, man? Yeah. I had to cut all my shit off, man. I had to cut it all off. But anyways, y'all know 3 things I ask when I go live. Number 1, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. Number 2, make sure you click the bell icon. I hope you're feeling better, bro. I was 1142 electrical equipment repair specialist, or ears they call it. My brother Sheldon, I hope you're feeling better, bro. I know you're gonna give me all kind of joke. Hey, whatever you want to, bro. We can cook right now if you want to. For real. I got no problem with that. Freedom's March. You already know. I got no problem. I got no problem cooking with my brother right now. I got no problem with that at all. I have no problem with it at all. So yeah. Let me pin this thing here. Let me pin that thing there. Yeah, my head is like smooth, like, and all that joking I did on, let's just talk about me for a minute. All this joking I did about Tim Bradley's milk dud ass head, and here I am sporting a milk dud head ass. That's just me. Y'all get y'all jokes out now. Sheldon, get your fucking jokes out now, sir. Get your jokes out. Get your jokes out. Yeah, get your jokes out. Get your jokes out. Yatata. I already knew it was coming with jokes. But anyways, Benny Loco, how you doing, Queen? Oh, you about to lay it down? Okay, cool. Oh, number 2, make sure y'all smash the like button. The like button pushes this video into the algorithm so that more eyes who need to see it. And number 3, donate to the channel. Your donations are greatly appreciated, and I thank you in advance. Now, let me make myself small, because y'all need to know the real reason why Donald Trump, aka the pedo president, is really hiding them Epstein files. That's what I think. I think it's far bigger than what we all. And I mean, people have made mention of it, They made mention of it. And as a matter of fact, if Donald Trump was so sure he wanted to release the Epstein files, Donald Trump don't need a vote. He don't need a resolution. He doesn't need a committee hearing or a press conference. If he wanted to really release those Epstein files, he could just sign an order today, and every agency in the government would release those files today, like right now. The whole government will fall in line because everybody does what he tells them to do anyway. Donald Trump is not careful. He's not shy. He's not obsessed with following procedures. When did Donald Trump become a procedural president? When did he follow anything that has to do with procedure? When? When did Donald Trump ever follow procedure? When? Why does the administration that claims to be so transparent hide everything in plain sight? The number one thing that jumps out to me higher than anything is the fact that Donald Trump installed one of his longtime ass kissers, Jay Clayton. He's a top prosecutor in Manhattan. And he just put him in charge of this so-called new Epstein investigation that, weirdly enough, only focuses on Democrats, only focuses on Donald Trump's political enemies. Ain't that funny? It doesn't show any type of effort or anything else trying to watch out for the Republicans, those Republican donors, the Republicans in power, the Republicans that maintain power, the Republican donors, the ones who are constantly being caught up with child sex crimes. There's no investigations into them, even though there's case after case after case that keep showing Republican-leaning men messing with little kids. Not even the network of billionaires, oligarchs, gangsters, and criminals that bankrolled Epstein himself. There's no investigation into that. What about the over 4,000 transactions that totaled up to $1.2 billion from between Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein? What about that? And back to Jay Clayton ass kissing ass. Jay Clayton ain't just some neutral career prosecutor who just so happened to luckily land a job in Trump's orbit. Not by any means. Jay Clayton, who's now running Trump's Manhattan office, is steering the investigation, the Epstein, so-called Epstein investigation. He was literally brought in to rehabilitate the very firm whose co-founder was shoveling tens of millions of dollars to the notorious pedophile Jeffrey Epstein. Cam, how you doing, Queen? Trinette, how you doing, Queen? Good evening to you. Okay, so I keep going. But y'all should be having a case of deja vu right about now, shouldn't you? Y'all should be. Do y'all remember during Donald Trump's first term? Donald Trump tried to force in Jay Clayton. him and Bill Barr tried to force out Berman, who was in the Southern District of New York, oddly enough, the same place where Katie Johnson's case is filed. And they tried to slide Jay Clayton in his place, in his chair, at the same time that Epstein had been arrested under Donald Trump, and he suddenly died in custody, and no one seems to know what happened. Meanwhile, the Southern District of New York was sitting on boxes of evidence, co-conspirators, financial trails, connections that all lead to one person. Matter of fact, it led to a faucet of corrupt individuals who all just so happen to have a same kind of denominator. Donald motherfucking Trump. Donald Trump. Shout out to Cam, and thank you for being a member for 11 months. Yeah, time does fly, for real. Anthony Majet says, I feel like both parties need to be clean. That means it's time to take out the garbage. Have everybody that was in Epstein files, including Donald Trump, all of them need to be behind bars. I agree with you. And then we have this moron here. Trump's your daddy. No, actually, Frank is my daddy. But nice try, though. Maybe because y'all worship Donald Trump, I don't subscribe to that bullshit. So, nice try, though, guy. Nice try. Anyways, back to me doing my little dig. And guess what? Rudy Giuliani and a few of Trump's favorite others were all under investigation in the Southern District of New York at the time. That's the reason why they were trying to force in Jay Clayton. But back to the Southern Districts of New York's investigation, they were investigating all of his co-conspirators, the financial trails and the connections that could lead right back to Donald Trump. Also to Wall Street. And guess what? Trump's favorite candy, foreign interests, dictators. One in particular, Vladimir Putin. There's been a lot of stuff, and I've even covered it here a whole bunch of times. I've covered it here a bunch of times. Ain't it funny that when Donald Trump got shown a mansion by Jeffrey Epstein down in Palm Beach, and Donald Trump backdoored him, and then went to that same mansion and overbid on that mansion to the tune of about $43 million. That at the time he did not have. And Jeffrey Epstein knew it. Jeffrey Epstein knew it. Jeffrey Epstein knew Donald Trump didn't have no money. So how did he buy a $42 million mansion? $43 million mansion. How did he do that? No, he didn't. Since when did Trump ever do what the Democrats say? That's what's wrong with your theory right now. Since when did Donald Trump ever do what Democrats say? When? Because y'all in the MAGA cult, y'all are the most brain dead bunch of individuals on this planet. Y'all don't have no sense of reality whatsoever. Let me read what you said. You said they're not hiding them. Trump just held on to them because the Democrats were bitching so much, and then he gave them what they wanted. And a lot of Democrats are in it. And Trump is exonerated. How is Trump exonerated? Explain that one. Then you said Trump was working with the CIA to expose Epstein. Sure he was. Sure he was. Then why is his name in the Southern District of New York on a court file with Katie Johnson's name on it that he raped the little girl? Why? Why? See, y'all can't never answer real questions. How was Donald Trump exonerated when he's hiding the files? Why won't he just release them there, unredacted? Why? Y'all don't even know what deranged means. I had to explain it to y'all dumbasses Sunday. Look at this monkey. Look at this sun dodging maggot right here. Look at him, boy. Well, I tell you, I tell you. You had no problem when Biden was doing it. What was Biden doing, Brad Mills, you fucking goofball? What was he doing? What was he doing? What was Biden doing? The only president that I know in my lifetime I would love to hear that third round. Hey, y'all come back Thursday. Me and Act gonna be cooking on some battle rap Thursday. Y'all come through, tune in, man. Y'all come in and tap in for real Thursday. Thursday, 8 o'clock. Be here. Look at this fucking idiot. Look at it. Look at him. You look like you are a couple meth pipes short of full OD. Then here you are, basking in all your ignorance. Biden was drooling on it, says the man who's asleep in the White House, just snoring, drooling. Anyway, y'all not gonna stop me from cooking on this fuck nigga here, Donald Trump. Y'all not gonna stop me from cooking his ass. It's not gonna. I don't care about none of this whataboutisms y'all keep throwing and espousing to. Y'all are not gonna stop this ass kicking I'm gonna give him tonight. Anyways, back to my cook again. The first time they tried to kick out Berman out of the Southern District of New York and replace him with a Trump stooge, Jay Clayton, Berman fought back. And the blowback that came from that pushback was too loud. So loud, in fact, Donald Trump and them, they tuck tail and run like the cowards that they are. But in his second term, when Elon Musk helped him steal an election, Jay Clayton is back. And his guns are aimed at Democrats. Their only specific target is not the pursuit of truth, but to try to paint just the Democrats as the bad characters. You know how they do black people. Oh, black people are so evil. Black people are this. Black people are that. Black people are over hypersexual. Black people are 13% of the population and 50% of the crime. You know, all those lies and shit. The lies they keep telling themselves. But anyways, he's doing right now Trump's work. Take all the focus away from what Donald Trump and his many ties to Jeffrey Epstein are. That can easily be proven. And also Donald Trump's ties to Russia. And how Russia, and it's amazing because y'all didn't see none of the signs. The sanctions that was crippling the economy in Russia, all of a sudden lifted. No reason, no explanation. Any investigations into Russia, all of a sudden stopped. They all of a sudden stopped. Now, the more recent thing. Let me stop myself. I'm getting ahead of myself. Don't worry, this will make sense in a minute. All this goes back to Russia. It goes all the way back to Russia. Don't worry, it goes back to Russia. I want to frame the Democrats as the bad guy in this situation. because he's the only one that ran on releasing the Epstein files. Kamala Harris didn't campaign on releasing the Epstein files. Y'all done been trying to whataboutism y'all way out of this for the longest. What about Joe Biden? Why didn't Biden release the files? Why didn't Joe Biden release the files? Why? Because they were sealed. And Joe Biden actually respects the rule of law. He also respects the checks and balances on power. Donald Trump doesn't. He's a dictator. Big emphasis on dick. He's a dickhead. Always have been, always will be. There's been conspiracy theories, and there's also been rumors in the political orbit that somehow they're trying to scrub Republican donors from the Epstein files. It's a Republican donor scrub. The big problem in all this is that mainstream media is stopping at only the surface. They talk about Republican donors in the abstract and maybe throw a couple names and move on to the next panel. But there's something deep, more sinister going on in the middle of this shit. This ain't just about protecting a few Republican mega donors from embarrassment or hiding the fact that Donald Trump is a fucking pervert. Everybody already knows that, and he knows it too. Melania knows it. His kids know it. All his close friends or the close parasites, they all know it. They all know it. They all know it. Trump can live with the fact that people call him a fucking pervert. He's lived with it for 79 years. Donald Trump didn't just start being a pervert. He's been a pervert. He got exposed on the Access Hollywood tape. Then he got exposed on being on Howard Stern show, talking about walking into little girls' dressing rooms while they're naked, because he's inspecting it, right? What terrifies Donald Trump the most is the thing that he tries to play off as a hoax over and over and over and over and over and over is the Russia hoax. He says it's a hoax, but I've never seen 91 charges be thrown at people in a hoax that stuck. Look at this goofball. TCW, what's up, man? Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him, y'all. They in here. I love pissing y'all off. Look at him. Get bent. Why ain't Biden die anything, pound sand jackass? Again, let me continue cooking. What really terrifies Donald Trump, what scares him and keeps him up at night, it keeps him tweeting at 4 o'clock in the morning, is what happens if the world sees how Epstein's network intersects with the same Kremlin-linked money all the influencers and oligarchs and Vladimir Putin himself, and how Vladimir Putin had Donald Trump under his thumb, kneeling like a bitch for decades. The reason why Donald Trump in 2013 went to Moscow. They're really trying, this is not when they say they're trying to do an investigation to try to right the wrongs of Jeffrey Epstein. It's all a cover-up. Because them trying to only redact or remove or scrub Republicans or Republican donors or Republican connected subsidiaries and the whole nine is not about that. It's about this erasing. The same thing that Elon Musk did with Doge is the same thing they're trying to do with the Epstein files. Let me say it one more time. The same thing Donald Trump and Elon Musk did with Doge. Remove all oversight. Remove all connections that can connect them to any investigations into them. Remove it all. Scrub it all. Make it go away. Make it go away. It's about removing every bit of connection between Epstein, Donald Trump, and Vladimir Putin. That's what it's about. It's about removing every bit of evidence that connects Epstein, Trump, and Vladimir Putin together. And Donald Trump right now is kneeling on top of Pam Bundy, another useful idiot in a position of power in the DOJ. Because the DOJ should be changed to the DOD, the Department of Donald, because they do exactly what their master tells them. Donald Trump wants the DOJ to remove any evidence, any references, documents, links, videos, text messages, emails, anything that could tie Epstein's network to Trump's ties to Russia. And any Kremlin linked money, all the oligarchs, like the oligarch Donald Trump sold that same message, that mansion that he backdoored Jeffrey Epstein for, sold it for $95 million. Was unheard of in Palm Beach. Sold it back to a Russian oligarch for $95 million. There's plenty of there. The real story is what Russia actually has on Donald Trump that has him so compromised, that has Donald Trump, who's talked shit about every single person on this planet, but you never heard Donald Trump say anything out of pocket about Jeffrey Epstein. Not Jeffrey Epstein, but Vladimir Putin. You never, ever heard him say nothing bad about Vladimir Putin. Never heard of him. You never heard him say anything bad. Every single time something comes up about Vladimir Putin, Donald Trump is on his defense to protect his master, Vladimir Putin. Yep. He sure is. The real story is, how long has Russia been there over Donald Trump's head? How many different operations, from real estate to politics to Epstein, how many of those intersect with the same leverage? How? Donald Trump doesn't give a fuck about losing his base, his donors, any of it. He don't give a fuck. He'll replace you. He already showed you that. He showed you that many times. He showed you that. The real truth about all this is what does Russia have on him? How long has he been compromised by Russia? How long has that relationship been in place? Why is it that every single time he bows to Putin, attacks NATO, undercuts Ukraine, sides with the Kremlin over American intelligence and American allies. Like, Donald Trump and everybody around him that's involved with Epstein, Russia, the whole nine, what they're really afraid of, they ain't just afraid of the Democrats. They're terrified of them. They also got another problem on their hands. What about the insiders that now see the light, now are ready to talk? What happens now? Why? Why are you so focused on an AI video than focus on what I'm saying? Look at y'all. Why are you showing AI generated slop? Why are you worried about it? Why won't you answer my questions? What ties does Donald Trump have to Russia? What does Russia have on your master? Answer those two. Why is Trump really terrified about these Epstein files? We already know Donald Trump's a fucking pedophile. He already fantasized about having sex with his own daughter. That's not the problem here. We already know he's a fucking pedophile. What's really in them files? Why is Cash Patel and Don Bongino, who before they went into these positions of power, they were making podcasts after podcasts, conspiracy theory talks, and all kinds of shit about these Epstein files, and suddenly now they good little boys. They ain't never seen nothing. I ain't seen nothing, man. I don't know what you talking about, Jack. They don't know what you're talking about, Jack. They don't know what you're talking about. They do not have a clue as to what you're talking about. You ain't gonna talk about that? You ain't gonna talk about it? I recon the guy running this channel is a PDF file. You know I could sue you for slander, right? Oh, you back home? Good shit. Good to go, man. I hope you get to feeling better, bro. Why do y'all always project y'all wild homosexual fantasies off on other straight people? Why can't y'all ever answer questions? Why can't you? Y'all can't ever do it. Y'all can never answer questions. Y'all literally come in here with whataboutisms, but you never answer the questions. Joe Biden is not the president. Joe Biden is not the president. Oh, you got vertigo. I had that one time, and I was scared to get out of bed because it felt like I was on top of the roof. Why can't y'all ever answer questions? Why can't y'all ever answer questions? Donald Trump is a pedophile. Donald Trump takes pride in fucking little girls. He loves it. Thrives on it. Fantasizes about fucking his daughter all the time. He's known that for years. He's known he's a weirdo for years. He's known it. So what ties does Donald Trump have to Russia? So let me give you some evidence of why I said what I just said a little while ago. And everything I just said in the build up to this. Dang, Shogun. Sheesh. Oh, they know the truth. Jesse, they know the truth, bro. They know the truth. That's what makes them terrible, disgusting ass people. Where's your proof? Okay, 2017 Helsinki. What did Trump do? Did Trump believe his 17 intelligence agency, or did he side with Russia? (2017) Did Donald Trump side with the United States intelligence agencies, all 17 of them, or did he side with Russia? He said that was proven a lie. Y'all are fucking stupid. Y'all are stupid. Y'all can't help but to be stupid. Why can't y'all answer questions? Who did Donald Trump? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm not worried about y'all admitting any truth.
Would you now, with the whole world watching?
Okay. All right. Time for me to pull receipts. Pull receipts. Pull receipts. Pull receipts. This is from The Guardian.
Would you now, with the whole world watching, tell President Putin, would you denounce what happened in 2016, and would you warn him to never do it again?
All I can do is ask the question. My people came to me, Dan Coates came to me, and some others. They said they think it's Russia. I have President Putin. He just said it's not Russia. I will say this. I don't see any reason why it would be.
That's it. Okay. Y'all want to try this again? Y'all want to try it again? Y'all want to try again? Huh? Y'all want to try again? Y'all want to try again? Thank you, Terry. These people are stupid. Brian is dumb. Brian Reedy is fucking stupid. I literally showed you proof. You asked for proof. I'm showing it to you. He stood on that chair, that stage right beside Vladimir Putin in his face and said, I don't have any reason to believe why it should be, why Russia would interfere with our elections. I can tell you don't wash your ass. Why in the fuck are you in here? Aren't you American? Y'all are support. You got a whole flag full of a country full of freeloaders. The fuck is you talking about? You got a flag of a country that's a bunch of fucking freeloaders taking our tax money. $11 billion of our tax money. With their hands out for more. Not to mention the billions of dollars that's going to their genocide. Yeah. Craig Thomas, you fucking traitor. How about that? What's American First about giving Israel all our fucking money? Yeah. Get your dumb ass out of here, bro. Get your stupid ass up out of here. Get your dumb ass the fuck on. Get your fuck nigga ass the fuck on up out of here. This motherfucker said Harris wouldn't do anything. Biden, Obama, nobody do anything because people respect the rule of law. You fucking hillbilly. Y'all don't seem to grasp the scenes of that. Y'all got excuses for everything. Why didn't Trump do it? Trump told y'all he was innocent. He told y'all was innocent. Here y'all are. It's always the begging ass, backwoods, welfare, poor ass fucking hillbillies coming in here trying to act like they got money. You broke, bitch. You broke. You live off SSI. Your ass is broke. I got more money in my wallet right now than you do in your whole entire bank account in your house. You broke. Y'all asses is broke, waiting for that welfare check. You stupid ass damn sun dodgers. You waiting for it. That's why y'all can't answer questions. Look at this fucker. Look. I told you. But you can't even spell your right. You fucking illiterate, dumbass fucking hillbilly. You can't even spell correctly. You male monkeys make my ass itch. Y'all always try to come in here and say your little stupid, subtle racist shit when you're too stupid to spell. You stupid fuck. It's Y-O-U apostrophe R-E. You are black. And damn, I didn't know I was black. Hey, Shelton, guess what? Dude, I'm black. I didn't even know that. Right, bro. Hey, 78, I joined the club, bro. 78, I joined the club, man. I'm fucking bald, and I love it. Look at this fucking idiot. They were promised those payments 30,000 years ago. You anti-Semitic, Nazi, racist, fascist, communist. You don't even know what none of those words mean because you're fucking stupid. You're stupid. You're stupid. You're dumb. Just dumb. Y'all motherfuckers are Y'all know the common thing about MAGA is? MAGA is arrogant and dumb as fuck. They arrogant and stupid as fuck, man. Donald Trump's just smart enough to con these dumbasses out of everything they own. I'm talking about self-dignity, their money. He gonna jack the prices up some more on their real weak asses. But yet and still, here they are on the internet pretending like they got money. Broke as fuck. Ah, yeah, I'm embracing it, General. I am. I was thinning on top of my head, dog. I got tired of it. I was like, man, you know what? Fuck it. Try it. Let's see if I like it. So cut my shit off. I think I like it, though. See, these motherfuckers always come in here talking about you're a victim when y'all whine and bitch about everything. Y'all whine about every fucking thing. Y'all are the biggest baby back bitches I've ever seen in my entire life. Y'all burn books because you don't like what the words say. Y'all are scared of trans people, but you obsessed over dick every time you look up. Look at this fucking wall licker right here. Look at him. Look at him. You're not here no more. Get the fuck out of here. YouTube is an asshole. You can't even spell right, you fucking retard. Look, These the same ones who have to beg for handouts for generations are calling me a victim. That's mighty white of you, sir. Oh, she love it, man. She just kissed my head before I went live. She said, baby, I love it. Yeah. What's up with it, Piff? I love pissing off damn snow roaches. That shit is fun to me. I love it. See, Donald Trump is terrified of all this shit coming out. Because that. Hey, relax the music. You gotta look at the comments. Read the comments, bro. For real. Read the comments, bro. Look how stupid and dumb these motherfuckers really are. Like, these motherfuckers really legitimately, Donald Trump pissed on them and told them it was raining. These motherfuckers would go get raincoats and shit. They stupid. Who cares? Get a life without politics. Get your dumb ass out of here. If you don't like it, get the fuck out. Bye. Oh, okay. I get what you're saying. My dog, BV Otis in the building. What's up with it, Brody, bro? Cud Pete. What's happening with it, bro? Man, look here, man. Detroit. Tell the people, bro. Like dead ass, dog. Dead ass. These motherfuckers do not care that Donald Trump is fucking them 9 ways from Sunday. They don't care. They like it. They like it. They scream for more. And they go cry and victim blame black folks. Oh, black people wants to be victims. You want to be victims. You black people want to be victims. You blacks are victims. You blacks are victims. While crying about every fucking thing, bro. Every time you look up, you see a Republican fucking monkey on the internet whining about, oh, you go woke, you go broke. You woke, you go broke. You woke. Will, you're woke. And you motherfuckers like being asleep. Stupid. You're fired. Hey, guess what? You're blocked. Get your dumb ass out of here, goofball. Again, this is why they don't want to talk about nothing real. They come in here all day long espousing their ignorance like we're stupid with them. See, this is what happened when you elect stupid people. Stupid people, like they it's like a pandemic. We got a pandemic of dumbassery in this country. A lot of people that are in MAGA are too broken stupid to realize they're being conned. They don't care about being conned. They hold on to that fallacy of whiteness. Just because your skin color is different from mine, that somehow makes you superior to someone. And you have nothing else to show that you're superior to anybody. Not by merit, not by education, not by any statistic that you want to bring up, not one. Hey, take care, Anthony. Thanks for dropping through, man. Any of these people that come on here with that ignorant, racist bullshit, these motherfuckers fail civics. They don't know shit about politics. That's why it's easy for that, y'all. There's a reason why they say ignorance is bliss, because ignorance requires no thought. These people can't critically think for shit. They don't care about the future of this country. They don't care about the future for your kids that gotta live here when you're dead and gone. So they join the fucking failure fraud club, thinking that you got the money that Donald Trump has, thinking you have the privilege that Donald Trump has. Y'all don't care about being fucking ignorant. Y'all don't care about getting hustled. Y'all don't care about the sanctity of the United States. You're not patriots. You motherfuckers are traitors. None of these motherfuckers dick-eating Trump right now in my comment section has ever had the opportunity to fail upwards like Donald Trump did. How do you lose $998 million? How do you lose that? How do you bankrupt multiple casinos? How do you do that? Hey, Catwalk, take your dumb ass out of here then. The fuck is you talking about? Why is your goofy ass in here trying to police what the fuck I'm saying on my shit? Take your colonizing ass the fuck over there. Go to somebody who's gonna stroke your little fucking ego and your little soft feelings. Why is it fuck this and fuck that? Take your weak ass over there then. I ain't talking to you. Why can't you mind your fucking business, bitch? How about that? How about you mind your fucking business? Why haven't you said anything about these two pedophiles on the screen? Why ain't you answered any of the questions I done asked? And I done asked a lot of them this live stream. And none of you motherfuckers in here, you worried about everything but what's important. You listening to everything but the fucking message, you fucking idiots. We're compromised. Our fucking safety, your kids' safety is at risk right now. And you in here worrying about how the fuck I'm talking. You trying to tell a 47-year-old man, a 47-year-old Marine how to fucking talk. Go on, fuck yourself. How about that? How about that? Go on, fuck yourself. Y'all worry about everything but what's important. Donald Trump is running this country into the ground. All of our allies don't trust us. None of these kids that's in the military right now are safe. None of them. None of them. This shit could go off just like that. Just like that. Just like that. At the snap of a finger, this world could go to pieces, to smithereens, man. And y'all ain't here worrying about the wrong shit. Y'all ain't here worrying about why in the fuck is our country at risk right now. Y'all not in here worrying about that. You're not in here worried about that. You don't care. All y'all care about is looking like you're on part of some stupid, weird ass team. This ain't no fucking sport. This is our lives you playing with. You playing with my kids' lives. The fuck is you worrying about what the fuck I'm saying for? These motherfuckers don't give a fuck about none of you fuckers cause y'all white. They don't give a fuck. They only care because you're easy to manipulate. That's why Donald Trump doing all this black jobs this and the immigrants that. Because he knows exactly how to get you dumbasses right behind him. And you stupid bastards will fall in line every single fucking time. Every time. Y'all fall in line right behind whiteness. And it ain't got y'all shit. Y'all ain't got shit for being white. Nothing. What do y'all got? You got the same shitty ass healthcare. You live in the same fucking economy as the same ones you fucking hate. Yep, Luther, they know it's coming. Hey, relaxing music, that's even worse. These fucking Mexicans and these fucking Latinos that think they white. These mapaches, they fuck around and find out when ICE knock on their door. Hey, Esmeralda, get your ass out here and throw your ass in the back of a van with no warrant, with no fucking due process or nothing. And here your dumb ass is mad at black folks. Tell me if the trick worked. The trick worked. The trick worked. The hustle worked. The jug, as my brother 78 like to say, the jug worked. He got y'all at, he played y'all asses like holes on a blade. Played y'all. We're gonna take over the world, baby. We're gonna take over the world, baby. Donald Trump tell him, we're gonna take over the world. They, yes, yes, daddy. Yes, daddy Trump. Y'all sound weird. But then get on the internet and pretend like y'all so tough. Farmers for Trump, voted for Trump. Now they asking for fucking handouts. Y'all ain't saying nothing about them. They always say that, Justin. It was Obama. It was Obama. They blame everybody but the one holding the fucking bag. The one with the most connections. Trump is terrified of the Epstein files coming out. He knows. That's why he'll never release these motherfuckers unredacted. It will never happen. Donald Trump would go in and blow up the White House before he released those files. He would send us into a war. That's why he's trying to pick with Venezuela. Look, silver ball, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody in here with a brain. Anybody here can critically think. Anybody in here that critically thinks knows that Donald Trump and Pete Kegsbreth are both guilty of committing mass murder in the Caribbean. That ain't no secret. Evidence is right there. They bragged on the evidence. They ain't gonna release some files. Everything that Trump said, everything that this bastard's done, he double talks himself every time. Every time he double talks himself. Oh, we're over here bombing boats in Venezuela because we're stopping narco terrorists. But then you turn around and pardon a man who trafficked over 500 tons of cocaine into this fucking country. Ran his office like a trap house, but we supposed to believe the same man that has pardoned more criminals in his pay for play scheme than I've ever seen any president do in my lifetime. Donald Trump done pardoned criminals left and right. They can give him $1 million and they gone. Poof, your charges are gone. Hope you had that same energy from 2020. I hope you're not delusional. Hey, Pam. Yes, Justin. Look, my daddy always told me a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. And they prove it to me every time. Listen to MAGA. Listen to them. Listen to what they say. Ain't none of this shit happened in 2021 and 2024. Biden ran a smooth operation. We ain't see none of this shit when Biden was in office. I didn't see none of it. I ain't see none of it. Did y'all? I didn't see it. I ain't see Epstein name looming all over the White House. I didn't see the leader of the Taliban sitting in the Oval Office. I ain't seen none of that. Donald Trump ran on it, Brandon. What part of that do you not understand? He put the bullseye on himself. He ran on it. Not me, not nobody else but him. Why can't y'all ever hold this bastard accountable? Why? Y'all double talk and talk around instead of standing on business for anything. You don't care about none of the victims who are still alive, by the way, with the exception of Virginia Giuffre, who committed suicide last year. He pardoned his son because of what? Why did he pardon his son? James Comey and Letitia James showed you exactly why Biden pardoned his son. Whoops. And it's pardon, P-A-R-D, as in dog, O-N. Pardon. My God, today. Everybody's concerned about the Epstein files, Brandon, because Donald Trump is the sole perpetrator in the middle of everything. When Jeffrey Epstein died, who was president? Donald John Trump was president. And his DOJ covered the shit up. It's Lyndon B. Johnson, and his quote was, "If you can convince the poorest white man that he is better than the best black man, he won't even notice you're picking his pockets. Hell, give him someone to look down on and he'll empty his pockets for you. And you fuckers are broke." Meanwhile, y'all still ain't accounted for the reason why Donald Trump is giving out pardons like he's passing out candy. Motherfuckers is buying. Like he's selling dope out the White House. And y'all don't care. Y'all don't care. Y'all don't care. Y'all keep coming up with all these whataboutisms. Why didn't Biden go after Trump? Because he didn't campaign on that shit. He was too busy helping America. He was too busy rebuilding the economy that Donald Trump destroyed. That's why. Trump ran on Epstein. Not Kamala Harris, not Joe Biden, not Obama. You can't spell, white man. You can't fucking spell. You're fucking stupid. Look at you. You can't even write a system. Oh, word broke. Where's your apostrophe at, dude? You are broke with that stupid cowboy hat on. Hey, you know the first cowboys were black, right? And you stole that from black folks too. You know that, right? No white man couldn't wrangle horses or catch a cattle and shit like that, right? They couldn't do that. Black men had to show them how to do it. Oops. See what happens when you don't know real history? Look at you laughing. All you had to do is Google search. Were black cowboys? Were black cowboys the first cowboys? Ah, easy. America's first cowboys were black enslaved individuals. They brought essential skills to the cattle industry after the Civil War, shaping the iconic image of the American cowboy despite their historical erasure in the popular culture. The earliest American cowboys in Mexico and the Caribbean were often enslaved Africans. In the U.S., skills in cattle handling from slavery directly translated to roles of wranglers and ropers on the open range. Some of the first black cowboys were Nat Love, aka Deadwood Dick, Bill Pickett, Bass Reeves, aka Zorro, One in 4 cowboys back in the day after the Civil War were black. Oops. Diane, how you doing, Queen? Hey, you old fuck. Get your dumb ass out of here, dirtbag. How about that? You decomposed skin. You recessive man. I'll be damned if I sit up here and argue with a motherfucking recessive chromosome on live stream. I'm not doing it today. Back to damn cooking. Hey, salute to you, Donald. Simplify, man. Village brother, salute, man. They hate history. They hate real history. That's why they run from it and lie on it all the time. I don't have to lie about my history. I'm phenomenal without lying. My lineage is phenomenal without lying. You, on the other hand, ain't. That's why y'all gotta lie all the time. That's why y'all been lying whole time. That's why y'all can't hold Trump accountable. That's why you have all of these breadcrumbs circling around Donald Trump. Why Donald Trump is a coward in front of Vladimir Putin. Why his DOJ, which is just Donald Trump's personal fucking law service, is doing Donald Trump's bidding right now. That's the wild part. That's why y'all can't do it. Y'all know he's wrong, but you don't care about the sanctity of this country. Y'all don't care. Y'all do not care. Y'all don't care about the sanctity of America, the sovereignty of our nation, the blood that was spilled to protect the nation that y'all are supposed to be proud of. Y'all don't care about none of that. All y'all with that dope tread on me fucking flag, you don't mean it, burn that shit tomorrow. You fuckers got that flag just to make yourselves look like you patriots. You're fucking clowns and traitors. Donald Trump is a clown and a traitor. Always have been, always will be. And anybody who still support this clown ass dude, you're complicit in it. You don't care about child sex trafficking. You don't care about Donald Trump raping little girls. You don't care about being fucking racist. You don't care about none of that. You don't care about being shit human beings. You don't give a fuck. Y'all don't care about having no moral clock whatsoever. Y'all don't care about having any dignity, any grace, any nothing. Y'all don't care. All y'all care about is looking like y'all part of a winning team when he's losing everything. This man has surrounded himself with incompetence. Y'all don't care. Somalis for Trump. Bring y'all black asses onto the front of the class. Let me have a little word with you real quick. Real fast. Let me have a little word with you. Let me have a word with y'all. Real quick. Let's have a word, shall we? Shall we have a word now? Yeah, I'm about tired of looking at these two pedos who myself. I'm tired. How about we do this one? Yeah, how about we do this one, Diane? How about we do this one? She told you. Anyways, Somalis for Trump. Come to the front of the class. Come to the front of the class, please. Come on to the front. Dearborn, you're up next. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Come to the front of the class. Come to the front of the class. Come to the front of the class, please and thank you. Cause, yeah. Come on to the front of the class, please.
Was she hoping you?
To give context, cause we got to give context to this first. So, yeah, let's get some context to this first. There we go. Let's listen first.
What would you say to the president if he were standing here right now?
Mr. President, we campaign for you. We are hoping you. We see hope in you. Please differentiate between good, bad, and evil.
That's a Somali immigrant who voted for President Trump in 2024, but now Trump is demonizing Somalis in America, specifically here in Minnesota.
I don't want them in our country, I'll be honest with you. Okay? Somebody would say, oh, that's not politically correct. I don't care. I don't want them in our country. We're going to go the wrong way if we keep taking in garbage into our country.
I got 5 children. My children are no garbage. I campaigned for the president in 2024. I actually went out and we reached 50 million people endorsing Trump 7 days before the election.
What drew you to the president?
Because we believed he was an agent of chaos. We couldn't afford anything back then. There was a fentanyl crisis. There was an issue of affordability. The living standards went down. Crime issues. These are 5 very important things to us. And we believe that Trump would be the solution to it. I've been a Republican for over 25 years. I'm not going to stop being a Republican. But what I do know is for a fact is we're getting killed out here because people are saying, we told you so.
What would you say?
Y'all know I do receipts, right? Yeah, y'all know I do.
The president if he were
y'all know I do receipts, right? I do receipts. I do receipts. I do receipts. Cause I do receipts. I do receipts. Because I do receipts. Cause I do receipts. Okay. Y'all campaign for Trump, right? Okay. Explain this one then, Somali immigrants.
We talk about test scores. Well, if you subtract immigration out of test scores, all of a sudden our test scores skyrocket. If you subtract immigration out of healthcare, all of a sudden we don't have nearly the size of the healthcare challenges our country faces. If you subtract immigration out of public safety, all of a sudden we don't have violent crime in so many of our cities. Issue after issue, we talk about these things that they just happen to us. The schools just suddenly fail. Violent crime just suddenly explodes. The deficit just suddenly skyrockets. These are a result of social policy choices that we made through immigration.
I got a question for y'all. I got a question. Why don't Stephen Miller ever talk about statistics in poor white communities? Why does any racist on the internet ever talk about crime in poor white communities, the trailer parks, where these dirtbag MAGAs live? Why don't they ever talk about that? The opioid crisis, the extreme poverty. They living in these single wides with dog shit and cat piss everywhere. Why don't they ever talk about crime there? Oh, because Will, if you talk about crime existing heavily in impoverished areas, then that would mean that the reason why crime is so high in black communities is because of poverty that you created. with your systems of racism and discrimination. Like the Homestead Act, like the GI Bill, like the FHA loans, like redlining. Yep, Dearborn show been quiet, ain't it? If they have to talk about poverty being one of the biggest proponents of crime, then it erases that bullshit 1350 bullshit. It erases it. It goes away then. Because poverty is the biggest proponent of crime. And they know it. And who are the victims of those said crimes in white communities that are impoverished? Other white people. That's why they don't talk about it. Because two things happen. Poverty happens where crime happens. And crime happens in proximity to each other. And who do white people 9 times out of 10 live beside? Other white people. Whoops. Whoops. I am so glad Jasmine Crockett is running for Senate. Oh, she whoops the shit out of whoever she's running against. I definitely gotta play this. I definitely gotta play this. Shout out to my brother on the Grits and Eggs podcast, man, Deontay. Hey, that's this dude, right? Man, listen to him.
Bro, like we were talking about earlier, the projecting. White people didn't even consider us human, 3/5 human.
True.
That was never our problem. Our main problem is why we considered them human in the first place.
Woo! Church is in session. Carry on.
If anybody 3/5, look at that behavior. Who eat people?
White people.
Who would feed a baby to an alligator? Who would do that?
White people.
Who would exterminate buffalo just so people wouldn't have nothing to eat, wouldn't have a source of food?
White people.
Just to punish people.
White people.
Who would give people disease-ridden blankets?
White people.
Who would do this?
White people.
Who would create black codes?
White people.
If you're walking along the train line, you're going to prison.
White people.
Vagrancy laws.
White people.
Same thing they doing now.
White people. Present day and historical facts.
Our issue isn't our humanity. Our issue is trying to prove our humanity to people who don't behave in a humane way.
Damn!
And to co-sign what he just said, take a look at this. Take a look at this. And to co-sign what he just said, let's take a look at this.
Racist? That's nigger. I am racist.
So idiot for
And
real.
you are a nigger.
You are an idiot. No,
I
I'm
am
not.
racist, and I'll say that to the whole entire world. Don't be disrespectful.
You ruin
He's also a crackhead too.
Oh,
Just
talking
so y'all
about
know.
you talking about respect? You talking about respect?
She's
You
a
are
crackhead
fired
too,
from this
just so
place,
y'all know.
motherfucker. You're not gonna be working here.
Suck it.
Suck what? Look how you
Suck
fucking look
it.
like.
What's wrong with you?
What the fuck is wrong with you, you fucking ugly bitch? Get the fuck out of
Ugly?
my face.
Talking about ugliness?
Did I stutter?
You
Racist? That's nigger.
She's almost raised $100,000 on Give Send Go because Give Send Go doesn't give a fuck if you're racist or not. They don't care. TCW in the super chat, salute to you and thank you. What's up, RB? Thanks for showing love to the channel, Brody. I appreciate you. See, that's who these motherfuckers are. That's who they are. Me and my wife was having a real good conversation earlier. And I told her the same thing I say on this channel. I don't believe that all white people are racist. I don't. I would never say that. That's disingenuous and broad brushing a whole population of people when I don't know everybody. I can't see into people's heart. But what I can say is a majority of white people enjoy the fruits of the labor that comes from racism, though. You don't see them laying down their whiteness to protect our black asses, do you? You don't. I would never sit up here and lie like some of these racists and goofballs and sambos on this internet get up here and lie and say, well, all white people are racist. No, I would never say that, because if that were true, then we wouldn't have a John Brown, would we? Lamont Griffin, what's up, Brody? We would not have a John Brown had it not been for a white man who actually cared about the sanctity of black people, who actually viewed black people as people. What other country would you know that somebody can be this ugly and rude and racist to someone that they profit off of it? Like the little racist bitch in the park that called that little 5-year-old autistic baby a nigger. And she raised what, $700,000 off of being a fucking racist? What other country could platform a dumb bitch? Man, that matter of fact, I'll do this one. I'll do this. I'll do this. I'll do this.
I need everyone to understand something about the Samantha Fulnecki situation, because this isn't new. This is the same playbook Turning Point USA has been running for years, and they just needed a fresh face. First, it was Riley Gaines, who tied for 5th place with a trans athlete and somehow turned that into a lifelong victim tour, and Turning Point USA has milked that storyline dry. Then they pivoted to Olivia Kolchik, the girl who claims she failed an assignment for using the phrase biological woman. That narrative was fact-checked so many times and disputed by her professor, but Turning Point USA ran with it anyway because of course they needed another straight, white female victim to parade around college campuses. Unfortunately for Turning Point USA, these stories do in fact get old and they stop generating outrage. So what does Turning Point USA do when their propaganda pipeline runs out of steam? Well, they manufacture a new victim. Enter Samantha Fulnecki. So she goes on to write a genuinely horrific essay, nothing rooted in fact, and then is immediately platformed quite literally everywhere. Suddenly, she's the new poster child for the trans community is oppressing me, and Turning Point USA is already having her go from campus to campus. They needed a new Riley, they needed a new Olivia, and Samantha was just the next DEI higher in line. It's always the same demographic too. Young, college-age women who are easy for conservative media to frame as innocent victims to the trans agenda. I'm gonna leave you guys with this. Turning Point USA isn't exposing anything. They are producing it.
That will be correct. Turning Point USA is nothing more but a propaganda arm. We need to be victims. We need to cry. We need to cry.
I knew America.
We need to cry. We need to whine about something. But back to that other racist bitch.
America was racist, but it's almost 2026, and it seems like America is just as racist as it was during slavery. In 24 hours, Christians have raised almost $100,000 for an evil racist bully for simply being as racist as she could.
Racist? That's nigger. I am racist.
So idiot, for
and
real.
you are a nigger.
You are an idiot. No,
I
I'm
am
not.
racist, and I'll say that to the whole entire world. Don't be disrespectful.
You ruin your life, by the way.
Oh, talking
Bye.
about you talking about respect? You're talking about respect? You are fired from this place, motherfucker. You're not gonna be working here.
Suck it.
Suck what? Look how you
Suck
fucking look
it.
like.
What's wrong with you?
What the fuck is wrong with you, you fucking
She look
ugly
like
bitch?
she had, oh man.
Ugly?
She had
Ugly?
meth right now.
Did I stand and stutter?
Shout out to Cinnabon for firing this racist piece of shit. But now other racist pieces of shit all over America is trying to act like Cinnabon is wrong for firing a racist. Give, Send, Go is supposed to be a Christian donation site, but yet it allows racists to raise money for racist people that lose their job for being racist. And you want to know what else is crazy? Right-wing conservatives support this site the most. Give, Send, Go is a Christian site that supports the KKK, neo-Nazis, the Proud Boys, and all the hate groups in America. Give, Send, Go is a Christian site that doesn't care if you're racist. They reward evil, hateful, racist people. This shit should be taken down, and she should never get the money off of her Give, Send, Go bio alone. This is the bio. It says, meet Crystal, a hard-working white mom. And it ends with, no white person should have to deal with being harassed, which is a lie because she didn't even get her.
Look at her fucking face. Just look, I see why you angry. Where's your fucking lips? Where are your lips? Look at this chimpanzee. The internet did its thing, and turns out this person has a long criminal record and is a long-time drug addict. No shit. No shit. No shit. There's gonna be more of these racist motherfuckers who come out and do this shit. I'm gonna let them continue to cook. Hold on.
Harassed. She was the one harassing and being racist towards that Somalian couple. It doesn't say mom, it says white mom. And it doesn't say person, it says white person, as if that white person wasn't being a racist. If you think this is wrong, go let Give, Send, Go know how you feel.
Give, Send, Go supports racism. Yeah. This is who they are. This is what Trump gave them. This is who they are. This is exactly what Donald Trump gave them. He gave them the ability to be racist fucking troglodytes. They're okay with it. They're okay being racist troglodytes. They're okay with that. They do not care about being racist troglodytes whatsoever.
If you've ever wondered why so many Americans carry harmful stereotypes about Black people, here's the part that usually doesn't get said loud enough. Most of those stereotypes were invented, not observed, and American media has been repeating them for over 200 years. Let's start with the origin. When slavery was the economic engine of this country, you couldn't run a democracy on paper while owning human beings in practice. So you needed a narrative, and that narrative was Black people are naturally inferior, dangerous, and unfit for freedom. None of that was true, but it was repeated in newspapers, pamphlets, political speeches, science, and later movies. After emancipation, Southern states passed laws that criminalize everyday behavior, not having a job, standing in the wrong place, and walking without papers as some examples. Overnight, you could arrest thousands of freed Black people and lease them back to the plantations. And the media reinforced it by portraying Black men as criminals and predators. The most famous example is Birth of a Nation, the first blockbuster film in American history which showed Black people as monsters and the KKK as the heroes. From there, Hollywood and the news built the stereotypes into everyday entertainment. Black characters were almost always the servant, the comedic sidekick, the criminal, the angry one, the overly sexual one. Even today, crime news shows Black suspects 2 to 4 times more often than actually crime data supports, while white suspects get graduation photos and humanizing details. Cable news uses coded language like inner city and urban. Shows use lighting and music that make Black neighborhoods look threatening by default. And social media algorithms amplify videos of violence, conflict, and policing, not joy, art, achievement, or everyday life. So the stereotype becomes the feed. But here's the part that never goes viral, the truth. Black fathers are statistically more involved in daily childcare than white and Hispanic fathers. Black women are the fastest growing group of entrepreneurs in America. When you control for poverty and policing patterns, Black and white Americans commit most crimes at similar rates, but you never know that from the nightly news. Most welfare recipients are white. Most mass shooters are white. And Black Americans have shaped every area of culture: science, business, academics, fashion, music, sports, literature, in ways the media almost never celebrates with the same intensity as crime coverage. So when people say, well, I'm just going off what I've seen, the real question is, who showed it to you? Because for more than 2 centuries, American media has been showing the same script. Not because it's true, but because it was useful. If we want better conversations about race, we have to start with the fact that most of our common sense assumptions weren't common and weren't sense. They were propaganda that became culture.
Whoops. Whoops. Whoopsie. Whoopsie. That's crazy work, ain't it? That's some crazy work, ain't it? Crazy. That's crazy, man.
You even live here, for real?
Would you show y'all another example of what Trump gave them? Just to compound my point. Just to compound my point. Yeah, they took my shade pass, dog. Carpe diem, what's up, Brody? Yep, here's another example of what Trump gave MAGA.
You just call me?
I called you a...
This happened in California, and the confrontation gets even worse.
Okay. Listen, you blowing your horn, everybody's...
Yeah, you see me?
Everybody's...
Give me your phone, give me your phone.
Everybody's asleep right now.
What are you?
Bro.
That's what I thought. Huh. Do you live here? Give me your phone. Come here.
Okay, listen.
No,
are you okay?
Listen.
Why are you blowing your horn?
Because why are you causing a disturbance with me, bro?
I'm asking you why you're blowing your horn.
Why are you causing a disturbance, huh?
I'm calling a disturbance with you.
You live here?
I do.
You do? What's your apartment number, huh?
Listen, I'm on the yachts.
Oh, you're on the yachts, so you're a brokey. Let's get to the apartments. You can go sleep on the boat. Go yourself.
Where's your fucking bass in your voice?
You sound like this. You're a nigger.
Now, the person who shared the video says that he heard someone honking the horn and he simply allegedly just wanted to check on that person because he thought maybe something was wrong. Now, I don't know what was said before that, but obviously it escalated to this. We just have to do better, y'all.
That is crazy. This motherfucker ain't got not one drop of bass in his voice. Nothing but treble.
You're a nigger.
Yeah, baby nuts. That's why he about to drive off, because he's a pussy. I'm telling you, racists are the most cowardice motherfuckers on the planet, dog. That's why they choose soft targets. They don't choose people who they know they get fucked up by. They choose somebody who's fucking scared or looks scary. They'll pick on some old person. They won't go to no hood. You ain't never seen the Klan go to the fucking hood. You see them going into the suburbs.
You don't live here, for real.
Cause cause racist. That's why. That's some crazy work.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news when things are going so well in our country right now. I know, boo, but unfortunately, I do have to tell you that over 188 Christian leaders have been accused of abuse to children so far this year. Journalist
Well,
Evan
right,
Hurst has been keeping a running list this entire year of pastors, youth group leaders, priests, Christian school teachers who have been accused of or convicted of abusing kids in some way. And as of October, that list is up to 188 Christian leaders. Mind you, this
Oh, I've
isn't
seen
including
that
the
too.
smaller cases that don't make the news. So
I
if
thought that was a
conservative
woman,
Christians
too.
continue to think that trans people are a threat to their children, Joshua David is out here being their youth pastor. The South Carolina lawmaker
Wow.
RJ May, who famously said that trans people were a threat to children, just pled guilty to child porn charges. But why stop there? Jason Yates, former CEO of My Faith Votes, pled guilty to child porn possession. Savannah, that's just a few names.
Damn.
I hate to be the bearer of bad.
Well, over 181 Christian leaders have been found to be sex traffickers or predators assaulting little kids. But hey, the blacks. The blacks. I'm not worried about those blacks over there, damn it. Those blacks. Those blacks are out of control, buddy. Oh, damn. I just threw up in my mouth.
Because Trump has implemented about half of Project 2025, and we're gonna recap all the fresh hell he's unleashed. Think of it as a Spotify Wrapped for Gilead, starting with
America does not need a federal Department of Education.
Damn, they love a wrecking ball. Now, this does two things. Gives states more control over the curriculum, more on that in a sec, and reallocates funds to other agencies, crucially the Department of Labor, which seems so blatant, right? Who needs critical thinking? Just be good little worker bees for corporate America. More on corporate corruption in part 2. Or don't work at all, ladies. The chick who wrote Project 2025's education chapter wants to raise the married birth rate. Because, you know, instead of reading, writing, and arithmetic, they want students young, dumb, and full of cum. They reclassified professional degrees that are female-dominated, like nursing, teaching, and social work.
What in heaven's name are you talking about?
It means school for these jobs will cost more, telling women, you know your place. Back to the states. Was Project 2025's top goal for education. And they've got multiple replacements for the DOE, including PragerU, a right-wing YouTube channel approved in 9 states that teaches kids lessons like
being taken as a slave is better than being killed, no?
Project 2025's authors, the Heritage Foundation, is rolling out Project K-12 in Florida and creating Turning Point USA chapters at high schools so students can skip STEM and spend more time on the new regime-approved Pledge of Allegiance. We are maybe ignorance is bliss. The uneducated states of America.
The dumbass states of America. That's right. Sheesh. Boy. That's some crazy work, dog. It really is. They do not care. Sheesh. MAGA stand. I think I cooked enough. What do y'all think? I think I did enough. I think I did enough. Thank you, Diane. That's funny. Yeah, I just had to get that one off real quick. I really had to get that one off. I really had to get that one off. Because you know what? As long as people allow them to, they'll continue to do it. Stupid shit, that is. And lie about history. That's what they'll do. Because they don't care. They really don't care. They don't care about nothing. All they care about is lying to themselves. That's what they care about. Yeah, they do not care. They don't give a fuck. They don't care. They don't care. MAGA stand. It is the dumbest place in the world to live right now. Jesus Christ. I'll be glad when these fuck. Where the fuck is Jill Stein at? Anybody seen that bitch? I ain't seen that bitch since. Shit, I ain't seen that bitch since the election. Hey, Diane, you want to see something funny? Hey, Diane, you want to see something funny? Look at this shit. What a fucking douche nugget. Fucking drum. Look at this bastard. This is pretty much how he works. This is how he runs America.
Juice box.
Oh man. Yeah, that's pretty much essentially what the fuck Donald Trump is running the country. That's what Dinks is doing. Dinks is coloring with a crayon. And you don't see none of these people in this picture in this administration. That's some funny shit. Fucking Dinkster. The fucking Dinkst. The Dinkster. Fucking moron. Like the whole White House is full of fucking morons. That's some crazy shit. Well, I tell you. Hey, did y'all hear about President Zelensky turning down all that bullshit Trump and them was trying to force them to get into so he can kiss his daddy Vladdy's fucking penis again? Zelensky said they're not giving up their fucking land. It's their fucking land. We're not giving this shit up. Say y'all again, Donald Trump wants to look like he's tough. Donald Trump wants to look tough and not be tough. He's a bitch in real life. Y'all do know that, right? Donald Trump is a pussy in real life. Like in reality where we all live at. In reality where we all live at, Donald Trump's a fucking coward. I told y'all Donald Trump is Russian's bitch. Donald Trump is a Russian bitch. Hey, I got a question for y'all. This before I go. I really got a question. And it just came to me. Why is it that when white people criticize people like Muslims or Somalians, black people, anybody that's not white, why is it that they broad brush every population based on the actions of a few of those individuals? But no one's supposed to jumble up their crimes and bundle them up and make it sound like, hey, white men are fucking pedophiles. Why don't they ever do that to white men or white people in period? Why do they broad brush everybody else, but they never talk about the crimes they commit? Like Donald Trump has 34 felonies. That's never going away. He's gonna die a 34-time felon. That's Kamala behind me. That's Kamala Harris behind me. Why? Why is it that they always broad brush everybody else, but they never broad brush anybody else? They don't broad brush no one else. They broad brush everybody but themselves every time. It never fails. They broad brush themselves every single time. Why can't they ever why can't they ever do that to themselves? I be wondering shit like that, for real. I legitimately be wondering, like, I be legitimately wondering that. That's right, Carpe Diem. That's right. It's all instead of just combating the problem that we have in America, criminality, gun violence, over policing, profit prisons, and corrupt politicians. Israel pretty much runs our government. Instead of us doing all the shit that will make us a better country so that everybody has a good way of life, they project and lie constantly, even though we have statistical data that shows that everything that they're saying is a bunch of fucking lies. It's bullshit. And they know it's bullshit, but they don't care. They literally do not give a fuck. They don't care. They don't care. I just look sometimes and I just shake my head at these people who told that lie that Kamala Harris would be a bad leader in this country. Jasmine Crockett just announced her candidacy for Senate. And you wouldn't believe all of the racists that came out trying to shit on Kamala Harris and trying to shit on Jasmine Crockett. If you believe anything that comes out of this administration, any of these stupid cock-brained, dumbass fucking conspiracy theories that they love to rattle off, oh, Obama committed treason, tune in to Fox propaganda for your next dose of stupidity and ignorance. If you still believe in these fuckers, man, you have no brain left and you can't critically think for shit. And you're still asleep. You're gonna be asleep forever. And the world's gonna pass you by, because you know what? No matter how much racism that you motherfuckers spew, nothing is stopping the change that's happening in the world. The world doesn't stop because America wants to go back in time. Remember that shit. Just remember that shit. These glory days, the South will rise again, the fucking Klan party of yesteryear, all this stupid shit that you motherfuckers in here praising and endorsing and clapping your hands like dumbass little seals. All this shit you clapping your hands for, this shit is gonna die a violent death. It's gonna go away. Racism can't change. There's nothing complex about racism. All it takes is hatred. All it takes is ignorance, stupidity, hatred, bigotry, and mix that all in a big ass pot and you get nothing. The world is catching on to it. The world is catching on to it. This shit is tired. People are getting tired of having the same conversation over and over and over again. Yeah, Carpe Diem, I struggle with the same thing. Yeah, she's in Texas. She's running for Texas. She's running for a Senate seat out of Texas. But the more I see people like Jasmine Crockett who actually give people hope, the more I see her, yeah, the more I realize that America ain't never changed. Racist America has always been stuck in the Confederacy. It's never going anywhere else. It's not. Donald Trump knows that he's going to get annihilated in the polls and midterms. The Republican Party knows, because they're a bunch of fucking cowards. Y'all haven't figured it out yet? They're a bunch of fucking cowards. You got MAGA goofballs on the internet trying to pretend like what's really happening in the world ain't happening. We watched the elections on November 4th. We watched them. Everybody who ran for a seat November 4th of this year, November 5th of this year, everybody, every single one of them who ran as a Democrat, they didn't just beat their opponents. They eviscerated them. They stumped a mud hole in whoever they ran against. That's what happened. Because the Republican Party is a bunch of cowards. They're letting Trump get away with everything. They're not defending the American people. The economy is in the trash. Inflation is up. Grocery prices are through the roof. Everything is more expensive. People are losing jobs. Left and right, front and center. After having job growth numbers just break records every single month under Joe Biden. Now Donald Trump wow. Yep, you're right, Errol. You're right. You're right. But look how much Trump's tariffs have cost the American people. Look. Billions of dollars. Billions of dollars. Just look. Yep, carpe diem, that's exactly right. And the good thing about people like Jasmine Crockett is she gives that, and she serves huge doses of hope. And this is what the people need. That's the type of, if you're going to run for an office, that's what you need. You need to give the people hope. Every last one of these motherfuckers need to be in prison. Every single person in this administration. From Caroline Leavitt all the way up to Pam Bundy. Every single one of them need to be in prison. All of them broke the law. And plus these Republicans too. They all need to be in prison. They all need to be in prison. Anyways, I think I've done enough running my mouth. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Shout out to the Mighty LDBC. Shout out to everybody in the super chat, everybody who smashed the like button, and all that good fun stuff. I'm about to take a shower and lay down. And enjoy this bald head of mine.